Alright guys, welcome back. So as we talked about in the previous video, I decided to do more questions on the chapter of centroid and center of mass. So let's go with 2 questions in this video. And I decided to go with the 3D problems first because I already posted the 2D questions. So let's get to the first one. We need to specify the XYZ coordinates of mass center of the quarter-cylindrical shell. So the first thing that you need to watch in these kind of questions is that the symmetry of the shapes we have in this kind of problem is very important because that can cut a lot of steps for us. And in this question that we have this kind of shell that is going along Z direction. The first thing that we need to know that for a thin circular arc, let's say that is like this. If we call this our X and Y, the center of mass would be somewhere in here. And the distances that are useful for us, it's going to be 2r over pi, the distance from our origin, and same here. So 2r over, which means if we look at only in this plane, the center would be somewhere around here with the same idea again, 2r over pi, 2r over pi. And because the problem is 3D, it's going to be along this line. And if we look at it from here, we can see that we have a symmetrical shape. Therefore, the center of gravity that is along this line is going to be exactly at the center. And we have our center here. So this distance would be half of this length, which is 15 inches. So along the Z, this is going to be half of that distance, 15 divided by 2, or 7.5 inches. So without doing or using any formula, we found the Z coordinates of the center of mass, which was 7.5. But now we have to decide if it's positive or negative. Obviously, this is the origin is the red dot that I showed in here. And we can see that this is the positive Z. Since we are on the negative side, that's going to be negative 7.5 inches. So we have to watch for the signs in here too. And for the X and Y is pretty simple. So our X would be this, which we can see again is in the negative side. So it's going to be negative 2r over pi. We have the r 5 inches, so negative 10 over pi. And for the Y, that's going to be our Y. Again, we can see that we are on the negative side of the Y. So same thing, negative 10 over pi. We can calculate it here. So 10 divided by pi. That's going to be 3.18. So negative 3.18 inches and negative 3.18 inches. And that's going to be the final answer. So our Z is this value, X is that, and that's going to be our Y. So that was the first one. Let's move on to the second one. Now we have a quadrant of homogeneous solid cylinder. So we don't have a shell this time. We have actually a solid, a quadrant of the solid cylinder. Now what we have is not what we have in the previous part. So if you look at it from here, which let's just do the axes. So I'm basically looking at it from here, which this is our X, and this is actually our origin. So we have something like this. So for the quarter circle, the center of gravity would be in here, or center of mass would be somewhere in here, and the distances that we have is these two, and that would be 4r divided by 3 pi. Again, that's different from what we have in the previous example because that was just an arc, so it's empty like in here in the non-shaded areas. So we have a different value in here, and depending on your university and your school, sometimes you're given these values, sometimes not. Quarter circle is actually one of those that worth memorizing in case you don't have. So maybe something that you need to check with your prof. But other than that, so again, always look for the symmetry. If you look at it from here, we can see it's symmetrical. So the center of mass would be somewhere in here. So I'm gonna go along this line. It's gonna be somewhere in here again at the center. We know this is 240 millimeters, so it's gonna be 120 millimeters. And if you look at it, that's gonna be our y. So y is pretty easy. 240 divided by 2, 120 millimeters, and it's positive because this is our origin, and basically we are moving along the positive direction, 120 millimeters. So that's for y. And for the x, basically the distance that we need for x, we are first of all on the negative sign, negative side of the x, and we figured that that distance is 4r divided by 3 pi, but because we are on the negative sign, our x would be negative 4r. The radius is 120 millimeters, so 120 over 3 pi. Let's see what we get. 4 times 120 divided by pi. That's going to be negative 50.9 millimeters. And for the y, keep in mind that we have this distance, but what we are looking for is actually this. Sorry, for the z. So we need to subtract the radius, which is 120, by this value. So our y would be 120 minus 4r divided by 3 pi. Oh, sorry for the z. So basically 120 minus the value that we found in the previous part. So 120, that's going to be positive because I just switched the sign. So 69.1 is going to be the z component. Again, just keep in mind that we are looking for the distance to the origin, not what we have in here. So it's kind of critical to know this 4r divided by 3 pi is to the center of that quarter circle. And if you just do this, it's going to mess up your answer. You're going to get the same thing for x and z, which is not correct. So yeah, just watch for that. Other than that, that's pretty much it for this one. I'm going to add this to the Centroid playlist. Then you guys have more problems to practice. And you guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.